Lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and if I am new to you, then welcome. I hope that you like it here and stick around for a little while. Okay, so today we're going to talk about my favorite Colourpop products, and if you stick around for the whole video, there might be a little surprise that you don't want to miss. So let's do it. Okay, so I am ashamed to admit that I only recently started using Colourpop products, and I immediately fell in love with all of them and feel like I've been missing out this whole time. Just so you guys know, there is a thunderstorm going on outside right now, so if you hear rain and thunder, that's what that is. I love it because it means fall, and I love fall, so I'm like totally cool with it. But okay, so let's start out with one of my very favorite products from Colourpop. This is, I think, one of the first things that I tried, and I think that it is what really made me fall in love with the brand, and they are the Lippy pencils. So what I love so much about the pencils is that they're creamy and easy to apply, but yet not so creamy that they won't stay on. They're dry enough that they will really adhere and stay on your lips, but yet creamy enough that it's not like painful and really difficult to get them on. You're not like tugging at your lips trying to put them on. They just glide on so easily. Okay, so these are a few of the shades that I feel like are must-haves for me. This is the shade Ellery, and it is kind of a like dark burgundy color. In fact, that's what I'm wearing today as a lip liner. And then we have the shade Click, which is kind of a neon coral orange, just beautiful shade, which is like the perfect bright, bold summer lip liner. So I love this one for summer. This one is the shade Grunge, and it's really a nice like mauve-y, browny, purple, kind of a dark nude, which works so nicely for the darker mauve tones that we wear a lot in the fall and winter. And it's also a perfect lip liner to ombre your lips out and put kind of a lighter shade in the middle. So it is definitely one of my favorites. I should probably have sharpened these first, but this is my absolute favorite shade. This is BFF, and it is just a complete nude, and it's just like the most perfect nude. It goes perfectly with any nude lipstick. It's not too pink, it's not too dark, it's not too light, it's just perfect. It's just perfect. Okay, so then we have the Ultra Matte Lips. Now, the Ultra Matte Lips can definitely be too dry for some people. I don't personally mind them, but some people don't love them because they are, you know, a matte liquid lipstick, so they are dry, but they are definitely not the driest formula of matte lipsticks that I've ever used by far. I believe that they used to have a different formula for their matte lips, and it was a lot more drying and flaky and stuff, but then they reformulated it. My favorites from the Ultra Matte Lips are Times Square, Beeper, and Notion. Okay, so if you're someone who likes the look of a matte liquid lipstick, but you can't handle the dryness and you don't mind reapplying a little bit more frequently, they have their Ultra Satin Lips. I do prefer the Ultra Satin Lips to the Ultra Matte Lips, but not by a lot. I love them both. But the satin lip formula is amazing. It's so smooth and creamy, and it goes on the lips so nicely and opaque. And for not being a matte liquid lipstick, they're very long wearing, and they just feel so nice. They don't dry your lips out. I really highly recommend these. These are two of my favorite shades from the satin lips. They are Brooklyn and Barracuda. They're both beautiful. They're all beautiful. You really can't go wrong. Okay, so then we have the Ultra Metallic Lips, which obviously are metallic liquid lipsticks. These are more of a creamy formula. They feel really good going on the lips. They do dry down and are somewhat long wearing, but not like a matte liquid lipstick type of long wearing. This one is the shade Dirty Birdie, and it is so beautiful. It's kind of more like a spring summer lip color, but it is gorgeous. And they look really nice layered on top of other stuff, so. Okay, and that brings us to the Ultra Glossy Lips, and these are one of my absolute favorite glosses. These glosses are so opaque and beautiful. They don't feel sticky or goopy or gross. They just feel glossy and beautiful, and they last for so long. This is my favorite one. This is in the shade 9 to 5. This was one of the limited edition type of gift with purchase things that they had going on for their 5 million followers on Instagram, I think. And I managed to grab one, thank goodness, because I love it. It's so beautiful and pigmented and also glossy at the same time. You can absolutely wear these alone or over the top of anything. This shade right here has a lot of gold flecks in it and gold shimmer. It is beautiful. Okay, now I'm going to talk about my favorite lip product that they make, which is the Lippy Stix. Now, it took me quite a while to try one of their Lippy Stix because I always thought that they looked kind of just like a regular lipstick, and I already have plenty of those, and I thought, you know, what's the point of ordering it? I can just go buy some Maybelline ones from Walgreens, like, no big deal. So every time I would place an order, I wouldn't even bother to look at the Lippy Stix. Well, little did I know that they would be my absolute favorite. This is the shade Fab 5, and this is also one of the limited edition gift with purchase type of products that they had for their 5 million followers. So I basically got this one for free, and if I hadn't, I don't know how long, if ever, it would have been until I tried one of the Lippy Stix. So I'm so glad that I got it because I absolutely fell in love. These are not like just lipsticks at all. They glide on so creamy and so pigmented. It literally takes one swipe and you have full opacity. The coolest part to me is that they do glide on so creamy and smoothly, but yet after a minute they dry down to a matte, and it lasts on my lips anyways for so long. I'm so glad that I just happened to get one of these because I absolutely love it. I think that it is my favorite out of any of their lip products, and I will definitely be ordering them in every single shade. Okay, so moving on from lips, this is their cream gel liner. This is in the shade Honeydew, and this is a nude shade that I use to line my waterline when I want that wide awake type of look. These eyeliners are so smooth and creamy. They glide onto your waterline so effortlessly and stay there for me all day long. They're so affordable, they're so good, and they have an awesome color selection. You absolutely cannot go wrong with these. Okay, so sticking with the eyes, let's talk about some of their eyeshadows. So these are their pressed shadows. I know I've talked about these before in another video, and I have shown you guys how creamy and pigmented and like crazy they are, and they really are. I absolutely love these shadows. They're so blendable, so pigmented, like you just can't go wrong with them, and they're so affordable. Okay, so then we have the Super Shock shadows. Okay, so the Super Shock shadows are kind of hard to really describe unless you've used them. They're definitely a wet, creamy, definitely wet formula that are best used with the finger or with a flat synthetic shader brush. This shade right here is one of my favorites from the Super Shock shadows. This is the shade Dance Party, and it is the most unique, beautiful, I can't even explain it. It's so beautiful and unique. It's got this purple base with all this different glitter in it. It's got purple and gold glitter, and I think even some blue glitter in there. And it's so dimensional and so just different and beautiful, and it looks so beautiful. If you're doing like a purple smoky eye and you tap this right on the center of your lid as kind of a halo eye, it looks so cool and so beautiful. I love it. Okay, so moving on to the face products, this is their No Filter Concealer, and excuse the dirtiness of mine, but I do use it almost every day. I really love this concealer. I'm shocked at how good it actually is. It's so creamy and it's so pigmented. It blends out so nicely. I'm somebody that has dry under eyes. I cannot bake underneath my eyes, and I do have to be careful what type of concealers that I use. And this one is one that I definitely can use. I really, really like it. It's not too drying for me at all. It doesn't crease up too bad on me once I set it down. I got the shade Fair 5 because this was the most yellow toned one in the super light range, and I did hear that they oxidized, so I wanted to get one that was too light rather than one that was too dark, because I can always mix it in with something darker. So I did get Fair 5, and it is definitely too light for me on its own, but I do like that it is nice and yellow toned because I'm yellow toned, so I definitely can't do one that's pink undertoned. I usually wear this paired with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and it works out perfectly. I highly recommend it. It's so affordable and it's so good. Okay, so next we have my favorite highlighter from them, which I have talked about before. This is the shade here, Kitty Kitty. I know I've talked about it before, so I really don't know what else I could say except that it's absolutely beautiful, and if you have a lighter to medium skin tone, I highly recommend you try it because it's so gorgeous. It's not glittery, it's just perfect. It's perfect. Okay, so another product that I use pretty much every day, this is their bronzer in the shade Private Party. So I am someone that has been hooked on Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer for a very long time. No matter what other bronzer I get, just does not compete, and I always go back to the Physicians Formula. However, since I've gotten this bronzer, I have actually switched over to using this one. For me, the shade is perfect. It's not too warm, but it's just warm enough. It does have the most subtle sheen to it, kind of similar to the butter bronzer, that just makes it look so beautiful on the skin. So I highly recommend it, and especially for the price, like, come on. Okay, so we are down to my last two favorite products, and these are probably my favorites of all the favorites. And the first one is their brow pencil. This one is in the shade Black and Brown, and it is so perfect for me. Now, I've shared my brow struggle with you guys before, how I have jet black eyebrows, so I cannot use anything that is a warm toned brown. I have to use a dark ash brown or else it looks ridiculous. This pencil is probably the best color match I've ever had for my brows. I personally love the formula of these. They are a little bit harder than a lot of other brow pencils, but that's what I love about it. I don't like a brow pencil that is too soft, that's going to lay down way too much pigment at once. These ones are not too waxy or too creamy, but they are a little bit stiffer, which I like, because then you can really build it up nicely the way that you want, and I would rather do that. I'd rather put a little bit more work into it and build it up slowly and have it look a lot more natural than have it just lay down a crazy amount of pigment all at once. So I love these. I think these might be my new favorite brow pencils ever. Okay, and so my favorite Colourpop product of all that took me completely by surprise, this is their Brow Boss Gel. Now, I know what you guys are thinking, like, okay, it's a brow gel, like, how can it be that special? But this is special, like, I'm not kidding. This is the clear one, and as you can see on the brush, it doesn't actually look that clear. It does kind of look white in the tube and on the brush, but once you put it onto your brows, obviously, it doesn't make your brows white. What I love the most about this is the consistency. It's not like a gel, it's almost like a waxy cream, which I love. Like, it just makes your brows look so feathered and like natural, like they have nothing in them, and it separates the hairs so it doesn't look like they're drawn on, and it holds them in place all day. Like, I don't know how these do it, but if you want natural feathery looking brows, this is what you need, and it is so inexpensive. Like, I'm gonna stockpile this and hoard it and never use anything else again. I'm not kidding. Like, I am obsessed with this. Alright, you guys, so that was everything. That was all my favorite Colourpop products. And since I just showed you guys all that stuff, I got all this stuff for you guys. So I am doing a giveaway of some of my favorite Colourpop products. Okay, so for this big old giveaway, we have a palette here. We have a bronzer or a highlighter. I'm not sure which one this is, but we'll figure it out later. And then I just have like tons and tons and tons and tons of Lippy sticks, Lippy pencils, eyeliners, glosses, matte lips, satin lips, some Super Shock shadows, and only one. You guys only get one because I'm a hoarder, but I want to share at least one with you guys. This is the brow gel that I am obsessed with now. So I can only part with one, but here you go. But like on the real though, there is a lot of lip product here. So to be entered into this giveaway, it's going to be a little bit different than my last one. So to enter into this one, make sure you are subscribed, because you have to be subscribed in order to win. And once you are subscribed, make sure to like this video and then comment your Instagram or Snapchat handles. If you don't have one, then comment the other, or if you have both, you can comment both, and that'll give you an extra chance to win. But just make sure you comment down below either your Instagram handle or your Snapchat so that I can find you, and I will pick a winner and contact you on whichever platform that you leave your handle for down below. So that's it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and good luck to everybody that enters into the giveaway. I hope that you win. Also, once you've commented your Instagram or Snapchat handle for the giveaway, make sure to leave me a comment and let me know what some of your favorite Colourpop products are, or if you've never tried them, or if you'd like to try them. Yeah, tell me all that down below. Besides that, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so glad that you came to hang out with me today. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.